Hello everyone, I'm Leora Sims. Welcome back to another lot showcase. Today's lot is a clubhouse. First, let me explain to you what a clubhouse is not. A clubhouse is not a country club. A clubhouse is a public community space. You sometimes find a clubhouse in certain apartment complexes or little neighborhoods in the suburbs. And it's just a place for neighbors to get together to socialize or to do activities or to have homeowners association meetings and club meetings and that kind of thing. Um, I didn't find anybody in the Sims community that has ever done a clubhouse, so I decided to build a clubhouse. It is a generic lot. Those of you who've been watching my lot showcases know that I love generic lots in The Sims 4 because you can put anything in a generic lot, including a stove, and I really wanted to build a restaurant or have a soup kitchen in The Sims 3, and I couldn't do it because on community lots, stoves were not allowed in The Sims 3. I even tried it after I got Midnight Hollow, the store world. I tried to see if I could sell food, but then I read up on it and you couldn't sell food until the Deliciously Indulgent Bakery, the set that I love, but I wish they would have included that kind of stuff in an expansion pack like Open for Business in The Sims 2. I really hope that they come up with Open for Business in The Sims 4. I want there to be seasons in The Sims 4, pets, and Open for Business. I believe that I want those three to come out first in no particular order, just because I find that they would be the most important expansion packs. And I'll get into talking about something else a little bit later in the video. But first, I wanted to show you the landscaping of this lot, and that is hard to do without going into build mode. So that's what I'm going to do right now before I do anything else. As you can see when I'm in build mode, you can there are palm trees here, but you'll get a better look if you pay attention to the picture that comes up when I say save lot. This lot has already been saved. But that is what the lot looks like. That is what the roof looks like. And there's a bunch of palm trees here. I wanted this lot to be able to fit in either Oasis Springs or Willow Creek. I guess it looks like it fits more in Willow Creek. It looks very good in Willow Creek in my opinion, but I wanted it to look good also in Oasis Springs, so that is why I chose the palm trees. I was also thinking about California when I put the palm trees in. The price of this lot is 82,355 simoleons, and it is on a 40 by 30 lot. What I did is I built this lot on the Willow Creek Museum lot, and I'm very glad that I did that because I thought that was a good spot because I don't usually send my Sims to the museum, and it worked out well. Besides the palm trees, you can see that on one side I put some bushes. And this lot is called The Clubhouse, and my name on the gallery is Leora18. By the time you see this video, the clubhouse will be on the gallery, and I use no custom content, so you don't have to worry about your game. I'd like to call your attention to the Sims 4 smoke detectors that I have on both sides of this double door. I'm calling your attention to this because I want you guys to know that I did not put those there by mistake. I know that sometimes in The Sims 3 I would build a house and if you weren't careful, the smoke detector would stick out. On this lot, in this area, these circular things are not considered smoke detectors. I have a physical disability, and when I went to university, I was very nervous about getting around the campus by myself with my books, opening doors, that kind of thing, because doors can be very tricky, very heavy. I'm talking about department store doors, bank doors, pretty much any kind of public double door is very, very heavy. But when I went to university, I was relieved because I saw two circular mechanisms. Sometimes they were on a pole, and sometimes they were on a building, just like this. And let's just pretend that the Sims 4 smoke detectors are those mechanisms. Over here where you have your red mark was a disabled sign letting a person know that these mechanisms were for people with disabilities to make the building more accessible. But able-bodied people used these mechanisms too because they were convenient for them. When I pressed these little mechanisms in, the door would open for me, and this made my life so much easier. And I haven't seen anything like that before or since. I believe that every community lot in the real world should have either a automatic door or these mechanisms on either side of the door, so if a person has a business and does have a person with a disability coming in but doesn't want the expense of a automatic door, uh, these mechanisms are a lot cheaper, and that disabled person can get into the building easily and do business with that store or bank. But I was very curious as to how these things work, so I went one day to disability services at my university, and I asked how these things work. And the counselor there told me that inside of these mechanisms were garage door openers with batteries, and it was the garage door openers that were being pressed when I pressed my hand to the mechanism. I would also be pressing, without knowing it, a garage door opener, and the door would open, and I thought that was great. Once I found that out, I went around to before I found that out, actually, I used to go around the campus and check on these things, even if I didn't have a class in a building. If I didn't have a class in a certain building, but I had some time, I would press on the mechanism to make sure that the door opened. If the door didn't open, I reported it to disability services to get it fixed, and they usually had it fixed within 2 days, which is better than a week. I wasn't trying to be a nag when I did this. I was trying to make it easier for other people, especially when I did buildings that I didn't normally have to go into, because I knew that there were a lot of other students that needed it as well. And this was how I was able to help them. So having these Sims 4 smoke detectors here just marks that this is a handicapped accessible building for me. The Sims 4 has not introduced disabilities into the game, but this is a creative way to show that my building is handicapped accessible. And if the Sims decide to put disabilities in the game, they have to be very, very careful with it. So I understand if they don't. But if we had a disability component in the game, I would probably put a sign here instead of a smoke detector, and I wouldn't have to explain to you that on this lot these aren't meant to be smoke detectors. I am here with my sim Mia, who is based off of a real person. If you would like to know more about Mia, I have left the Create a Sim Showcase video in the description, and you can go over and watch it and enjoy it. Please leave a like and a comment if you wish. And I'm putting the walls down now. In most clubhouses, what you will find when you first walk in is a lobby. This lobby is designed to look like a living room. It's a nice place for you to, it's a nice place for people to chat with friends and read a book. If you look on this side, you have 2 bathrooms. These bathrooms are very simple. They just have a mirror, a sink, and toilets. If you go straight ahead, you will find a gym. There are a lot of gyms in apartment buildings and in small communities. And I put 2 televisions in here because if you have ever been to one of these clubhouses or community areas, you know that people come to the gym and they usually watch a news program, and then someone else comes into the gym to work out and wants to watch another news program, and sometimes there are arguments based on the television, and they usually turn into political arguments because a lot of people come into these places and turn on the news, and the next person coming in may not like a person's news station and want to change it to another news station, and I don't want any arguments on my community lots, so I included 2 televisions. All I need is a headset, which we don't have in The Sims 4 yet. If you look out of the gym windows, you see that there is a pool. I like how the pool came out. It's the second pool that I built in The Sims 4. You have 3 treadmills in this area, a weight machine, and 1 punching bag. I wanted to put more than 1 punching bag there, but I didn't think that I had the room. My sim is happy, but I'm gonna send her to use the bathroom and take a shower. There are 2 bathrooms here. there's this bathroom that my sim is going into now, and then there's a bathroom to the side.
Ooh.
I was able to fit one shower in
Oh.
this bathroom to the side. So you have 2 showers here and 1 shower here. So on this lot you have a total of 3 showers. I really wanted that 3rd shower because I have 3 treadmills here on this lot. I play tested this lot about 3 times, so everything works. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sending my sim outside for a moment. Because outside there is another building right near the pool. And this building is a full kitchen. Well, I don't know if it's full, but it is a big kitchen. I'm going to put the walls down. And my sim is hungry, so she is coming over here and she is going to have some dinner so that you guys see that the stove and everything works. In these videos I like to do a little bit of gameplay so that you could see that my sim can, or any sim can get anywhere on my lots.
Oh. No.
It's important to tell you that there is a sprinkler system here,
Oh.
and this is meant to be a smoke detector in this room, in this spot. My sim is going to have her grilled cheese. I built this area here because if a person has a pool party and somebody wants to eat in the kitchen instead of outside, they can do that. I also put a door mechanism here, and there's one outside because I use the same double door. I think this clubhouse has a very nice outdoor area. Now I'll show you a different area. Gonna have my sim call the sadness hotline because she's just very, very sad. And while she's doing that, I'm preparing other things. So she's happy again. So she's gonna come in here. And in here, you have 2 test tables and 2 card tables. My sim can't play cards right now because she can't play cards by herself, but that table, both tables do work. She can ponder moves by herself over here.
Zarkini. Ah. Febine.
Also, if your sims don't like the library and don't own a computer but they want to use a computer or need to use a computer, your sims can go into this room and use the computer. I put 4 computers in this room. Let me make sure that that's right. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is over here, and that is accessible. And you can also see the pool from this room. I love these windows. It's the first time that I use them. These windows are very good for community lots. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna send my sim home for some rest and be back in the daylight. Hello everyone, I'm back. I came back because I wanted you guys to see the outside area of the clubhouse in the daylight, because it's a lot easier to show off in the daylight. Here you have a bar that's very close to the kitchen. You have this table here that Mia is sitting at. You have a bench over here, a barbecue, and a very nice pool. Let me just go into build mode for one moment. Okay, we're in the afternoon now. This is the pool in the evening. And this is the pool at night. I think that the pool looks very nice at night. I put extra lights very close to the pool area here. These two lights I put very close to the pool area here so that I could get those lights to shine into the pool, as well as the pool lights themselves. I have 1, 2, 3 pool lights in this pool, and I did that so that I could see it. It's easier for me to see things when there's light, and all of these community lamps with ISOU, I use myself in my own game. What's my date night venue lot showcase? I'm very proud of that venue, and I'll leave a link in the description to that video as well. But I built that lot because I felt that the club in Willow Creek was too dark for me to see in. I had recorded an episode of my Let's Play, and nobody saw that episode. I decided to go in another direction and re-record because I really couldn't see in that lot very much. It was very dark, and I've heard a lot of people say that some community lots in The Sims 4 are very dark, and I have a slight visual impairment. So if it's dark for you and you don't have a visual impairment, just know that it's dark for me, and that's why I like to show you lots in the daylight hours. But I do like this mechanism because I can show you what it looks like in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. And when I'm building, I use this a lot. So thank you for Sims 4 creators for putting this little button in. It's very handy to me, and I'm sure to a lot of Sims players. But I found that the bar in Willow Creek was too dark. As I said, I recorded that whole episode, and nobody got to see it because I decided to re-record it, and that episode went in a totally different direction. My Sims did not go on a date because I couldn't find a nice place with a lot of lights to go on a date. So I created the date night venue, and I don't want to go too much into it because I want you to watch the video if you haven't. But there are some very nice things in the lot. I'm very proud of it, and there are a lot of lights in that lot. so I can play in it even in the evening time. But as I was saying, you have some outdoor seating here, and you have a barbecue, and of course this great pool. In fact, I'll have my sim swim some laps. I really like the way this pool came out because of the lights. But in this slot, you can take your Sims to go to the gym. Your Sims can come here and use the computers. They can even have a party here because of this outdoor space, and also uh, there's a kitchen right there, so your Sims can throw a party. Um, they can play chess, or they can play cards, or they could just have a nice chat with a friend. This will probably not be the only clubhouse build that I do, because as I was building this lot, I was very inspired and thought of other rooms to place into this lot, but I felt that there was not enough room. There would have been if I didn't include the pool, but I wanted a pool this size, and most clubhouses have a pool. So I felt that the pool was a must, and the kitchen was a must. That kitchen that I showed you is the biggest kitchen that I have built in The Sims 4 um, so far. And I find kitchens in The Sims 4 to be the trickiest rooms to build. I love kitchens in The Sims 4. It just seems like a lot of room is required for um, everything. I said this in one other video, I will only use the cupcake machine in community lots because I think that's where it um, belongs the most. I can't picture that kind of machine in somebody's everyday kitchen. So I only put the cupcake machine on community lots as a rule. Um, One thing I miss from university life, which I wish they would have put it in the base game, what I noticed, because I did play The Sims 3 a lot, is that took, they tried to take, with probably the exception of one or two expansion packs, something from every one of the expansion packs in The Sims 3 and put it in the base game for The Sims 4. They put bars and lounges in the base game, which comes from late night. They have the quick meals that was inspired by university, because we got quick meals in university. But quick meals are very important. I can tell you that I have a lot of quick meals in the morning, and it just makes sense to have the option for your Sims to have yogurt or orange juice. I really love that they added drinks in the Sims 4 that your Sims can drink and eat. Um, that needed to be done. Um, and I just really miss from university life, though, um, the vending machines. If I had an expansion pack where I had vending machines, or a stuff pack even where I had vending machines, although I like expansion packs better. Um, but I would have placed vending machines pretty much right where this bench is. And I wish I also had lounge chairs, because I would have liked to put um, a lounge chair or two and some vending machines, because a lot of times in clubhouses by the pool you will find a vending machine um, that most people don't use, but it's there. And I love the vending machines in university life. That made university life for me very realistic. So when we do get vending machines, if we get vending machines, I will probably renovate this lot to include um, vending machines and lounge chairs. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time. I hope you enjoy this lot. I hope you enjoyed the video, and that you download this lot, and that you like some of my ideas. Maybe some of my ideas will inspire you in your own lot building. Stay tuned and subscribe, guys.